For a decade now, we've had a special focus on making Penn a global campus where peers from all over the world can connect and learn from one another.
We are in over 177 countries and territories, engaging, doing research, and studying the issues that face societies and countries worldwide.
This evolution has had a transformational effect on the 87% of the undergraduate student body that is not an international student.
Penn Global was this effort to get professors working together, but also make greater opportunities available to students.
This serves as a central hub to bring people together for sharing and to see how working together can be amplified across the world.
When I showed up at Penn, Penn was a leading US university with great international ambitions. 35 years later today, Penn is truly a leading global university. Penn Global is critical and crucial to the dramatic change we've seen in Penn's outlook.
Having an organization that's the face of engagement across the world, I think that was important. It's becoming even more important now.
Ben Franklin was one of the most well-traveled global citizens in the world. Definitely understood that you had to have this wide perspective that included more than Philadelphia, more than Pennsylvania, more than North America. It had to include the entire world.
We believe that the most effective way to prepare students for the complex and diverse world we live in is to engage them in that diversity and complexity in the course of their education at Penn.
Our Penn Global Seminars program, our Global Research and Internship program, and our Penn Global Research Institutes program allow students to go abroad in the summer. It allows students to be part of semester-long courses that have an immersive travel component. They get to travel with faculty. In the same way that we wouldn't want to teach chemistry class or a biology class without giving students a lab opportunity, we don't want to teach students about the world without giving them the opportunity to see it.
Growing up, we never really had the financial circumstances to travel, so I knew I wanted a school that had a large travel component. Throughout the seminar, everything was about Mumbai, so we learned a lot before actually going there. We went to a lot of religious spaces like mosques, churches, temples, and we got to talk with people who were active members in those places. Until you go there and really experience and put a face to the people you read about, you won't quite understand it.
My parents are immigrants from South Korea. Growing up in that bicultural context, I got really curious. I wanted to go all over the place. Having done a global research and internship program in Seoul this past summer, the culture is simultaneously foreign, it's different, but it's also incredibly intimate because it's what I grew up seeing in my house. Being able to live there and immerse myself in the language and the culture as a Korean American to learn Korean better. And as a result of my experience, now I know that I want to do it again.
The center of gravity of talent is not in North America. 17% of our undergraduate population is international. At the graduate level in engineering, that percentage is about 50%. And it's just hard to imagine Penn Engineering without using the word international or global in it.
Each one of our 12 schools has international students, international faculty, scholars, collaborators, partners. So we are constantly bringing the world to Penn.
One of the things we focus on at Penn Global is to make the experience of students who are coming to Penn transition as smooth as possible, but also to try to integrate them.
Coming in my freshman year, I only had experience from Japan, culturally and academically. I met so many people during international student orientation. Those opportunities definitely gave me my initial comfort zone. I'm the undergraduate chair of the International Student Advisory Board. I really enjoyed having a support system behind me even before I came onto campus, so I wanted to really give back to the community through that and ultimately try to get them to have the best college experience they can have.
Having the ability to interact with different students gives you the ability to look at different perspectives, see them, analyze them, and just have a more fairer grip on the knowledge that's out there, and that to me is invaluable. Research is a fundamental aspect that defines UPenn, and one of the things that I'm most proud of is to be part of a research university.
Penn Global has had an incredible impact on faculty research. Our faculty are engaged across the world from this compact urban campus
In nursing, we study the human condition, and the human condition is not bound by borders.
An organization like Penn Global can actually be a champion for that spirit, that truly collaborative spirit that you see in faculty.
Penn Global provides logistical help, intellectual help. I'm sitting here in Perry World House, which is essentially a hub for intellectual work on global issues.
Perry World House is an important part of our Bringing the World to Penn. The best don't only live in the United States. The best don't end at our borders. We need to be able to study the issues from around the world with collaborators and faculty from around the world, and we need to be able to bring the best students from around the world to Penn.
In our next strategic plan, we're going to try to add gap year programs for students. We're going to try to add education of people who can never come to Philadelphia.
Academia is going to play a critical role in the future of the world. And we are really at a tipping point with regards to how we move forward as a global community.
It is really important to double down on global engagement. We need to be a leader in advocating for the importance of global research to change our world, to improve our world.
And what better way to prepare them for that than to expose them to this diversity of international background in their formative undergraduate years.
Penn's renown in higher education as one of the world's top research universities is inextricably linked to this commitment to global engagement. And it's what will propel Penn to new heights of greatness in the years ahead.